Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Joy. Today we're going to be talking about 7 reasons why you should migrate to Australia in 2024. I'm not going to come here and tell you, oh, Australia is good because they have good roads, they have electricity, yada yada yada. That's not what today's video is about, because I believe that every Western country should have basic amenities and things that will help make life easier for their citizens. But I'm going to talk to you about the things that are peculiar to Australia in comparison to other countries like the USA, Canada, UK, and all that. So the first thing on my list would be the conducive weather. Okay, I haven't been to UK before, I haven't been to Canada, but I have friends who live there, and I can tell you for free that I cannot relate when they tell me that the snow is snowing or their cars are not moving because of the weather. This does not mean that we don't have different seasons. Just like every other country, we have the winter, we have the summer, we have the autumn and the spring, but the weather is not as harsh as other countries, if you get what I mean. So during winter, of course, we cover up, of course it is cold, it's breezy, especially at night, but it doesn't snow in every state here in Australia, and even the states where it snows is not overly excessive, where you can't even move your car, or where you have to literally tow your car because it's covered in ice. I mean, it's very fair here. And then when it comes to summer is really like the coolest time of the year. Personally, I prefer summer because it's a time where you get to just dress up however you please. So yeah, the weather is one thing that I would say in comparison to my home country, which is Nigeria. It is one thing I would say is a tick for me, because naturally I don't like the cold weather. It's not my favorite time of the year. So whether it's winter or summer, it is still very conducive, and it's something that a lot of people enjoy here. The second reason why you should move to Australia is because, contrary to popular opinions, Australia is an English-speaking country. I know that people don't know this. Or maybe you do, but you're not sure. This is a confirmation that Australia is an English-speaking country, just like US, just like UK, just like Canada, just like Ireland. It is an English-speaking country. They do, of course, have Aboriginals, who are people who actually own the land. Just like in USA, they have the Red Indies. Australia has like the original owners of the land, and they have their native language. But the official language in Australia is English, and by English I mean plain English, the one you and I understand. So yeah, that is one big thing, because I know a lot of people who are looking to migrate want to go to countries where they can communicate easily. They don't they don't want to start learning a new language or find it difficult to do business or to go to school and all that. This is one thing that is a tick again for me, and I know that a lot of you will agree with me. The third point is that Australia is very culturally diverse, guys. Wow. It's very funny because sometimes people say, oh, Australia is very far, how come people travel there? You'll be amazed at how multiculturally diverse Australia is. There are different people from different races here. I do not think there is any country in the world that does not have someone living in Australia. Like, it is that big. Although they don't have the biggest population in comparison to the UK or Canada and all that, but see different people, and you see them, they blend into their systems. They have their community meetings, community settings, they have their churches, they have their schools. One time I attended a Philippines wedding, and it was amazing to see how many Philippines are in Australia. Like, it is so beautiful to see. So that is also something to consider. The fourth reason why you should migrate to Australia in 2024 is that Australia has different permanent resident routes. There are different visas that can aid you either immediately or eventually to get permanent residence. Now, the first one will be school. A lot of people come here, go through school, study. If you haven't watched my video on how to come to Australia via the study route, I'll put it down in the description below, so you can just go there and have an idea of what I'm talking about. So yeah, there are different routes to which you can get your permanent residence in Australia, and then eventually citizenship. By different routes, I'll be making a video in the near future of the different routes to migrate to Australia. Okay, but not to digress, the different routes would aid you to eventually get permanent resident, which is quite different from other countries where you have to stay years and years in school and keep going to school and keep doing different things just to eventually get permanent resident. And identify with that country. Australia has made it quite easy. I would not say very easy because there are still processes, there are still things you need to do. I mean, there are steps to these things, and the steps might take years, but it is something that is feasible. And if you do your research well, if you do the right things, you will eventually get there. The fifth point, which is my favorite point, is the salary wages in Australia. So according to statistics, Australia is the highest paid in the world. Do that research. I'm also going to link it here so you can see that I'm not joking. Australia is the highest paid country in the world, and Australia has made this possible in three different ways. The first way is the compulsory annual raise in salary or in pay every financial year. So every financial year, your employer or your company gets to add a cent or two to your pay. It's almost like you get promoted every year by force, whether you like it or not. And this is really good because just like every other country, the standard of living can go high depending on what the economy is. And so just imagine getting a top up in your pay every year. That is amazing. The second way they do this is the public holiday and weekend rates. So unlike other countries, Australia pays you extra, and by extra I don't mean small money. They pay you extra for working on public holidays and then on weekends. For public holidays, you get to earn times 2.5 of what your normal pay should be. And for the weekend, they have the Saturday rate, which is usually an additional 30% or 40%, and then the Sunday rate, which is like times 2 of what your pay should be per hour. Guys, it is so amazing. It's mind-blowing how the system works, and it's just so nice to know that no matter what you're doing, even if you decide to pick up shifts or do job here and there on public holidays or on the weekends when you're supposed to be chilling with your family, there is a reward for that. The next point will be the unlimited employment opportunities in Australia. So you may already know that the overall population of people in Australia are not more than 30 million. I don't even think they're up to 30 million, but there are so many opportunities. There's so many companies, establishments that need people, so they are constantly in need of skills, those people to come into the industry and work. Now what that means is that there is room for almost everyone to be employed. Okay, now I cannot compare this to other countries because, like I said, I've never been to other countries, but this is definitely a good one. According to statistics, Australia has less than 20% of unemployed people living here in Australia. Guys, that is a good thing compared to other countries that I know that their unemployment rate is almost 70 or 80. So this is definitely a good thing. I mean, coming to a country where you know that you're guaranteed to get a job, even if it's not exactly what you're looking to, maybe your career path, it is definitely something to put food on your table, something decent, legal, and even a career that will help you grow in the ladder of success. That is definitely something to consider. So yeah. And last but not the least, another reason why you should migrate to Australia is that there is minimal emphasis on minimal. I did not say no. There is minimal racism here in Australia. It is actually illegal. Australia made it. In Australia, it is actually illegal to be a racist. Okay, so I would not say they're not racist, or I would not say there are people that are not racist, but it is very minimal. It's actually very silent. And by silent, people don't actually come to your face and put it out there, oh, I don't like you, yada yada. No, it is actually silent, and that way it's not as aggressive as other Western world, which is a beautiful thing. I mean, I don't think you ever go to a country where people are not racist here and there, but the minimal it is, the better. Okay. An additional point I want to add is, contrary to popular opinions, in Australia, we don't live with snakes. We don't live with animals. We don't live with kangaroos. We see it all over the internet where people tell you, oh, there's snake here, there's this here, there's that here. It is true that Australia has snakes. As a matter of fact, I think they have the biggest number of snakes in the world. They also have other animals, other beautiful animals like kangaroos, koalas. Oh my God, Australia is blessed in many ways. But one thing they do not tell you is that animals live separately and human beings live separately. Okay. They don't come to your homes. Very rarely would you see them come to your homes. It also depends on where you live. If you live very close to the bushes, guy, what do you expect? They will definitely come and visit you. Okay, but I have been in Australia 5 years and I have never for once seen a snake, not talk of The only thing I've seen is a kangaroo, and they were so nice to me, and it was such a beautiful sight to behold. So please do not listen to what you see on social media. I'm actually not trying to convince you that you should come to Australia. These are just reasons to confirm that if you're looking to migrate to Australia in 2024, the time to do it is now. Thank you so much for watching my video. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up so that the YouTube algorithm will know that you love it and will share it even further. Okay, thank you so much for watching my video. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share this video, share it to everyone who you know or who you think are looking to migrate this year and beyond. Okay, thank you so much for watching my video, and until next time, bye.